Ah, that's better. Hello, I'm Toby Hadoke, and this is Hastings. Now, round about here lives a Doctor Who star who's always been a bit of a puzzle to me. As Adric, he had a star for mathematical excellence. So I want to get to know the real Matthew Waterhouse, which is why I've come here to spend... Do I say it, or are you going to put it on the screen? Oh, both. Okay. A weekend with Waterhouse. So that was Lenny. When we started this, we had one photo and a whistle. That was it. But now, thanks to his friends and family, I think we've got a picture of the man, of the Australian Billy Elliot, the West End denture dropper, the loving husband pulling silly faces on his wedding day. Lenny Mayne. It's good to meet you. What they rather cannily did was go, well, let's have a two-parter that's all outside and a four-parter that's all in the studio, but they actually made them different stories, even though essentially they were the same. They shared the same personnel. Welcome to the Doctor Who Cookbook Revisited.
See, this is the other thing. She's a sensible one.
Yeah, because she's not the one that's pointing a knife at somebody's heart. But is that true that because you'd made it up, you hadn't actually cooked it at this point?
No, I
haven't. Have you ever made it? Is this just a total work of fiction?
I just wanted to be in a book.
So this isn't actually a dish that anybody's ever eaten?
No.
So there you go. That's the end of the obligatory War of the Worlds segment. The show went out, nobody guessed what might happen, yada yada yada, the whole country panicked. Or did it? That's certainly the story that's been passed on down the years, but sorry to be a party pooper, everybody, it's not necessarily the case. I know. According to the radio historian Martin Grams, what a brilliant name for a radio historian, there were only small pockets of panic dotted about the country. Well, we're a grateful group, and those people I've mentioned may not all have been household names, but they were certainly welcome visitors, and I'm pleased to be celebrating them in this corner of the airwaves that we call the Seventh Dimension, which, as always when I perform this sad duty, feels just a little emptier. Well, that's a bit of a surprise. I'm now without a clue, quiet at the back. It's not, obviously, something to do with makeup, so I'm at a bit of a dead end, which means I'm going to have to unleash the Bignell signal. So, your mission, gent, should you choose to accept it, is to turn me into a stuntman. How does that sound?
Interesting. Pal of mine built a little tower here.
Right. It's not that little.
Well, it's about 16 feet. That's it. From there. Good one. Yes! You all right? Toby, you okay?
Well done, Toby.
Well done.
My name's Toby Hadoke. I was abandoned as a child and brought up in the wild by anoraks. Goodbye.